Hi, amazing parents. Welcome to this session on how to make your kids versatile and well rounded. Yes, we need to raise kids that are brilliant, but it's most important that we raise kids that are versatile, kids who know at least something out of many essential things. There are a lot of kids today, yes, they're taking the first position in the class, second position, third position, mathematics, English. But when you ask them basic questions about their lineage, zero. Ask them about first aid, nothing. Ask them about life in general, nothing. Social skills, zero. Those kinds of kids, despite the fact that they are brilliant, they may not be able to fit into the world in future. When they grow, they may not be able to fit into society. They may not even be qualified for the workplace. Why? Because of a lot of reasons, which we are going to be discussing today. And we are not only going to be identifying the problems of not being versatile, we're also going to go in depth on the ways with which we can turn the negative, not being versatile, to positive, being versatile in healthy ways. Kids that are versatile, well rounded, knowledgeable about a lot of things that you keep saying, oh my gosh, this kid is intelligent. They know a bit of many things. How do you put down that system, that structure that ensures this in the lives of your children? That is why we are here today. Before I get started, I need to introduce myself to you in order for you to know the person that is talking and why should you listen in the first place. My name is Abdul Baki Hassan. I am an applied communication, English proficiency, and childhood education expert, the lead tutor at Flying Colors Communications Academy, where we help adults and children improve their communication skills, increase their English proficiency levels, and help them use effective communication skills to solve everyday problems. I'm an award winning tutor. I won the Sarah's Mission Grant Award as well as the DSI's award. I lead a community of over 50,000 learners, studied linguistics, effective communication, child education, public speaking, and language teaching. Over 9 years experience of teaching applied communication and language proficiency, certified by British Council, Cambridge English, Macquarie University in Australia, TESOL, and the University College of London, UCL. On Instagram and TikTok, Flying Colors Tutor. On Facebook, that's my link. And WhatsApp, this is my number. Now, before I get started, let me tell you my story. This isn't about me. Get that? This is about you, parents. This is about our children, how they become better. But it is essential that I give you the background, the reason we're here in the first place. So let me tell you my story. I started Flying Colors Communications Academy in 2019, and it was a struggle for me when I started making sales, leading the team, exposure, everything was difficult for me. Why? Because the only thing I had to offer back then was my English. Yes, British Council, Cambridge English, Macquarie University certifications. I speak so well. Yes, I have the degree. I studied linguistics. I can speak well. I write well. I served as an editor in a media company. Yes, already experienced, but it was still so difficult for me to build my business online. Why? Because I lacked the versatility required in order to build a business. I did not, back then, I did not have leadership skills. I felt, oh, who can teach it the way I'm teaching it? Who can speak the exact way because of my low exposure, because I wasn't well rounded. I only came to the marketplace with my English. So I started to learn a lot of things: content creation, marketing, how to structure your business, operations, how to digitalize your business, how to make everything digitized, customer service, how to reply to customers, how to treat people with care, lead generation, how to nurture your customers, a lot of things. So then I realized that it is not only one thing that makes you good. So if you are very good at accounting, you may lack a lot of, you may not be able to fit into many organizations because you're just good at accounting. You're not good at other things that make accounting fruitful for you to bring the money in hundreds, thousands of naira or dollars, depending on where you're joining us from. So, who can relate with this? You want to start something new, but it's quite difficult for you to excel at that thing because you only have that thing required. with no other things. Oh, wow. Nice to meet you. You studied, yes, Sydney. Oh my God, Australia. We need to talk. We need to talk, Luciano. All right. So that is it. Who can relate to my story? You want to start something, maybe your business. And yes, you graduate, you even have master's degree. What is difficult to scale? Because you only have your products. You do not have all those things that you need to support. How to make videos online, how to do the editing, how to endear people towards you, how to be consistent. Who can relate to this? I want your comments. I want this to be interactive. I want to be sure that I am talking to humans. That was why this wasn't pre recorded. I want us to be getting it to understand what is going on exactly. So please, I want to see your stories. You started something and you saw that you only have the thing, one thing instead of many other things. And that was why you were stuck to an extent. So when you started to get the right things, started to understand how that thing works, you started to exude the qualities required for those who want that thing, you got the results you wanted afterwards. Please let me know and tell me your story in the chat box. You can relate. Tell me, Madam Faith. Is this Nurse Faith? Nurse Faith Olomo, is that you? Tell me, tell me. I want you to tell me in form of a story. Are people in the chat box on Telegram? I want you to chat, talk about it. Mm, you're making me want to sleep. Should we end the session? Yo, Nurse Faith, you're welcome. Nurse Faith Olomo, one of our early flyers. Welcome to class. I need stories, so I'm waiting. Let's go on. So before the end of this class, I want you to understand why your kids should be versatile. Why in the first place? Number two, what do parents need to have in order to ensure that their parents are the kids are versatile? It's not about the children. Before you have kids that are versatile, there are certain things you as a parent need to have, you need to display, you need to show in order for your kids to be versatile and well-rounded. Number three, practical steps to enable your kids to possess versatility. How do you now do it? The actual topic. First of all, we talk about the foundation. Why, in the first place? You're coming here for different reasons. Some of you just thought, okay, it is a parenting class. Let me come. Others are coming because they feel versatility. Why is it important? So it is crucial that we build the foundation, first of all. Secondly, why should you, as a parent, have certain things before your kids achieve the level of versatility? And third, practical steps to enable your kids to possess versatility. So this is where the class ends, but I always give the great item 7. You know, when you go to parties, you have these small chops, you have jollof rice, you have fried rice, you have a lot of sweet things in different proportions. So I have that as well in my classes, and there is a way I give it to you. So let's go on. Why should your kids be versatile? So it means you have to wait till the end of the class in order to get your great item 7. Why should your kids be versatile? First of all, life challenges need more than academics. For some parents, it's just about, oh, I've paid the school fees and they are learning. The school is good, but the school cannot do everything. No matter how robust the curriculum is, no matter how qualified the teachers are, the schools cannot achieve everything in the lives of your children. So life challenges are a lot. How to keep at something despite the fact that you're failing, how to learn the right things, how to connect with other people, how to strike a connection with people, how to network. All these things, they're not practically taught in school. It's when they want to accent, they want to do certain things, they start taking courses in order to help them. So, what if they lived in an environment? What if they were brought up by parents who already put all these things in place for them? Because how many classes do you want to take? Take a tech class, take swimming, take a history. Before you know it, they're still not there because it becomes cumbersome, especially when it is so academically created. It becomes cumbersome for them to do. Exactly. Okay. Okay, I already got stories in the chat box. I'm following everything you're saying. Thank you very much for joining. This is Anike. Products are available, but shyness and inability to advertise make products to be in stock for a long time. Can you see that Anike just by not being having the confidence to push? And people who have substandard products compared to what Anike has, they're selling out. People are dragging them online for selling bad product, but they're still selling. Why? Because they're always out. If you go to your TikTok, you see them on your FYP, they're always pushing their product. So despite the fact that Anika has the capital, Anika has the product that the market needs, she is still not selling products in stock for a long time because of the shyness of for her to advertise her products online. So what if Anika had parents right from the beginning of her childhood, who put her through all these things, who taught her confidence. No one is coming to sell for you. When I started, for example, I wasn't making videos because, hey, I don't like videos. Hey, people will now be watching my video. Everyone, what if they now see a mistake? What? All those things made me not make videos. But at a point in time, I had to bring my brand online. I had to talk about it. Everyone needs to know about the greatness that I bring to the marketplace. I started to make videos, making videos almost every day. I did a lot of video challenge for myself. For the next 30 days, I must make a video for the next 30 days, every single, and I got amazing results. So you can see that we need to make our kids versatile, confidence mastery, effective communication skills, history, knowledge of a lot of things. They need it, as you can see in the story of Madame Anike. The next person, okay, that's Madame Anike. Thank you very much for joining the class. Welcome. So, Nurse Faith wants to come online as well to talk about her services. We have a lot of quack nurses online who are doing the talking, following the trends, talking about a lot of things. But see, Madam Faith, she's not shooting a shot. I want to be a doctor, but I ended up being a CEO of Mrs. Aliyu Enterprise. I thank God, Sha. You understand the Sha. So life challenges need more than academics. As you can see, Nurse Faith is really educated in the medical field, nursing for 5 years, but she still finds it difficult to shoot a shot. And that is the problem. That's what we want to discuss tonight. Second, we need a variety of features to excel, not just one thing. If you're an English teacher, what you need to excel in the workplace is not just your English. You need character, you need punctuality, you need to be able to give solutions at a point in time where there seems not to be solution, where there are no guides. You need to be able to impress your manager. If you're working for someone, you need to be able to treat your members of staff well if you are the leader. So we all have responsibility. We need a variety of features, not just generosity. You need to be strategic. How do you bring in the sales? Who do you partner with? For example, for this class, I partnered with Madam Veronica's daughter, Madam Ella. How many of you came through Madam Ella? Please let me know in the chat box. Yeah, and I made an offer. I wasn't afraid. I made my offer. I talked to her, and she saw the value that I brought the last time she came with me. She supported our cause the last year as well for the summer at Online Kiddie School. And yes, she advertised it because she told me, "Oh, Abdul Baki, I got a lot of fantastic positive reviews from the ones you did last year. So I'm happy to work with you, despite the fact that you have a low budget, despite the fact that you're not paying like other people are paying me. Let's partner. You're making changes in the lives of the people that are introduced to you." Yeah, so we need that boldness. I've once sent Funke Akindele. You can see she's the top, if you're counting the number of Nollywood producers, the top Nollywood filmmakers in Nigeria. You should count Funke Akindele before you reach number 5. I sent an email to her. I didn't get a response, but I did it. Some people do not even have the temerity to start in the first place. So we need a variety of features to excel. So a lot of people see my result. Oh my gosh, how did you get this result within a short period of time? The audacity is there. The confidence has been built. Effective communication skills. Trying even if there are no chances of being successful. Trying hard and doing it even if no one is clapping. Taking the classes even only if two people join. Yes, I want to impact lives, not just. So a lot of people do not have those things. They just, oh, it's not working. Let me leave. We need all these features, variety of features in order to excel. From Veronica. Yes, from Madam Veronica. Yeah, welcome. Can you see? So she partnered with me. Yes, we love the people we love because of the varied value they bring us. If you ask yourself, who do I love most? Ask yourself that question. And then if you're asked to mention the things that make you love that person, you see that you're counting more than one thing. Can you relate? Just think about someone that you really, really love. You want to see them every day. If anyone asks you, why do you like this person? It's difficult for you to explain in one word. Why? Because they bring a lot of amazing things to the table. Please uh, keep chatting with me in the chat box so I know that people are listening. Thank you. Then, the world and workplace needs utility people. So for those who would say, oh no, I'm not going to be working for any person, I'm going to have my business, you need to be a utility person in order to grow an amazing brand, a big business that is worth investing into. The word workplace needs utility people. Who are utility people? Utility people are people that can do a lot of things at the same time. So some people would say, business owners in Nigeria, why are you employing one person to upload the status, to do the sponsored ad, to do the, that's what the marketplace needs. If I work in a company and they want to hire me just to post on their Facebook profile, and they want to pay me 200,000 naira, for example, per month, and I tell them, I can also help you run your Facebook ads. What happens? I earn more. Oh, I can help you make all the videos. I can help you ask me. So when I do more than they're paying me for, they feel obliged to increase my salary. They want to keep me in the company because I am a utility person. I can also keep records. I can do the record keeping for them. I can clean the records. I can clean the data. I'm very respectful. I communicate with everyone, my superior, my inferior. I communicate with everyone in the company with respect. They feel, oh my gosh, this person has an amazing personality. That is it. Utility people. Utility people are versatile people. People who are able to utilize a lot of things and do many things at the same time. So these are the core reasons you need to have kids. You need to make sure you have the plan of these kids need to be versatile, not just doing one thing. Oh, my kids are in business. I want my kids to be business people. You need to be able to do your operations. You need to be able to guide the people that are going to work for you. I was talking to a friend this morning and he told me, oh, I just fired my social media manager. Why? He told me, oh, he wasn't doing his work. When you employed him, did you tell him his work? Yes, now let me show you what I told him. Then when he shared with me, so just something so generic. Marketing, number one, marketing, number two, posting, number three. No, you need to go in detail. That's what versatility brings to you. You need to know all these things as a business person because you cannot do everything alone. For all my members of staff, for example, they know what to do every day. They know what to do weekly. They know what to submit monthly. So no one is shouting at anyone or trying to see. They already have the focus and clarity regarding my expectations, and they're meeting it because I did it. I just business in a very, very practical way. For a business owner that lacks that, that business owner is going to struggle. I keep saying, oh, these kids or this Gen Z, they don't want to work. Most of my members of staff, they're in their early 20s. I even employ teenagers as well to work. Once you can do the work, I know how to guide you to make sure you're doing your best regarding the work. So now let's move to what parents need to have before giving their kids versatility. So you're not just saying, oh, I want my kids to be versatile. I want my kids to do better. I want my kids to be well. I want my kids to be to know a lot, to know a bit of many basic things, to have an idea of a lot of things. You also, as a parent, you have a work to do. It's not just about, oh, and someone else can do it for me. Because all the things you want your kids to become, not really career, in character, in knowledge, the schools cannot handle everything alone. The school has a lot of children. So you as a parent, you need to also be involved. Number one, you need to have an open mind. For example, you're a Muslim. I'm a Muslim as well, and you're a Muslim like me. It doesn't mean that your child cannot study anything about Christianity. Your kids may need to know the opposite of what they're currently in order to understand what they are doing. In order to explore, you should give them the avenue to explore with their minds. So one day in at Flying Colors Online Kiddie School, we once learned about how Christianity largely contributed to the growth of English as a language. And some Muslim parents were contacting me. My kids were reading Bible. You know, a lot of words in English today, we got them from the Bible, thousands of words from the Bible. The adage, those spare the rod and spoil the child, it's from the Bible. Heaven helps those who help themselves. It's from the Bible. A good Samaritan, an English expression to show that someone is really, really generous. It's from the Bible. So the Bible really, really contributes a lot. If you study the history of the growth of English, it's a course for those who studied language, linguistics, and English. It's an entire course talking about how Christianity improved English. So there is no way you want to be very, very good, proficient in English, that you do not study those biblical verses. We have biblical allusion. Some people say some things and yeah, they're quoting directly from the Bible without knowing. And that was what the topic was about. But the parents were contacting me. Oh, the kids reading Bible in the class. No, I did not enroll my child in the CRK class now. We read Quran in our house. And I had to start explaining to them. So as a parent, you need to have an open mind. Something even more serious happened one day. Two sets of parents withdrew their kids. They enrolled about 5 kids in total at Flying Colors Online Kiddie School. And what happened? Can you guess what happened with the picture I have here? Can you guess what happened in class that made them say no? And more interesting is the fact that these kids are struggling. And we're still having meetings with our staff members to help those kids on a very, very personal level, aside from the generalized sessions we're having with all the kids. And all of a sudden, these same parents that called us telling us, oh, please, we want you to help our kids. What are you doing differently? This and this. They just, one day, they just removed themselves from our portal. With this picture, who can guess what happened that made them feel we're not listening to any explanation? Who can tell me? Who can guess? Guess, guess, guess. Who can guess? Let me see the parents that can guess. Guess, guess, guess. No one in the chat box, just guess anything. Guess, guess, guess. Guess, guess, guess. I need you all to guess. Who can guess? Oh, the people on Telegram cannot see my screen. Please click on the Zoom link if you want to follow everything. They can't see my screen, so let me share the picture. They can't see my screen, so they're talking about something way different from what we are discussing. So if you want to see my screen, please click on the link to Zoom and join us so you can enjoy the class in 3D. Bible reading didn't stop. No. Expense, no. In fact, they subscribed for 4 months or so, and they removed themselves maybe after 2 months. So it wasn't an expense issue at all. They already joined us. No, not religious differences, not Bible reading. It has to do with this picture. This picture, we taught the kids history. I do not want to take your time. 9:30 p.m. I want us to end this. We taught the kids history, and we told them about President Muhammadu Tinubu. What am I saying? President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, we discussed him in the class. We made like a biography class talking about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And his parents were like, no, we are not APC. Why should you do that? I said, no, the kids should know about the president of their country. No, 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 no. Those things are not good. Why? Why are you telling them about the president that did this, about the president that did that? About open mind. You sometimes you have to study the things that you hate in order to have full knowledge of that thing that you're hating. So a lot of parents they say, "Oh no, don't teach my kids this." Oh no, 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 don't let my kids. So yes, we understand the place of suitability. So the Bible reading I talked about, it wasn't as though we were reading for 4 weeks. No, once we teach them one topic, we move into the next topic after the kids practice them. So the Bible reading, it wasn't about the Bible reading. Just because we gave the kids tasks concerning Bola, the biography of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like, why are you teaching our kids all that? Why? We don't want them to know about this man. What is the good that he has done for this Nigeria? So the fact that they hate certain things does not mean they should not learn about those things. The fact that you dislike something does not mean anything that looks like that thing. Hey, I don't want to see it. So sometimes you need to even learn the opposite in order for you to know the fruitfulness in the actual. You need to know the white in order to understand black better. So an open mind as a parent, you do not need to be too rigid. You do not need to be too pressed. Oh, I do not do this. This is just about me and my. No, this is what we learn. No, nothing about carpentry. What will my kid use that for? So aside from those things that you see in the surface, a lot of other things, the kids are learning them in the background. So Mr. Kingsley, oh, I'm joining to get more knowledge of children upbringing as a single father. Oh, after the passing of my wife. Oh, Mr. Kingsley, welcome. I think you're the only man in this class. I can't find other men. Women, a lot of women usually join my classes. You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, sir. May God bless the children that she left. So welcome to class, sir. We're happy to have you here, sir. Sorry about that. So let's move on. As a parent, you need to also have, oh, sorry, parent, you need to also have the quality of being versatile yourself or a mind that craves it. You're not versatile or you do not even crave for versatility on your own as a person. Why do you think automatically your kids are going to be that? No, you need to have the mind open to creativity, to versatility, to being well-rounded, to knowing a lot of things. That mindset needs to be there. So if you're kind of 2 years old, the school doing their work, I've put them in school, you may struggle to get the desired results you want in the lives of your children. With regard to versatility, they may be brilliant, but just like the everyday kid, you ask them simple questions about their nation, about the minister of education, or they just know Nigeria is bad. A lot of people they just tell you Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad. When you tell them, okay, if you become a president today, what do you need to do in order to make Nigeria good? You start to see that they do not even have the knowledge of what they're talking about, of how to make things good. And this is where it starts from. So you as a parent, you need to have the quality of being versatile or a mind. If you're not versatile now, you should have a mind of, oh, I want my kids to know a bit of many things. I myself crave it. Let's move on to save time. Say no to pampering. Say no to spoiling your kids. Say no to, oh, everything my kids want. Because many times you need to build the kinds of, they need, in order for them to be versatile, they need to study certain things that they're not convenient with, that they're not comfortable with. But if you're a parent, kind of parent that you already allow the kids to dictate what they want to you, whenever you want something, you still need to ask their permission. You take their consent at all times. You may struggle with making them versatile because as human beings generally, we want to rest. We do not want to learn. We do not want to struggle. We do not want to fight for a lot of things. We just want to enjoy our lives. So if you are a parent who, oh, Do you want this? Oh, my child said he does not want you. Hey, my child does not like this one. So my child may not agree. It may be difficult for you to make that child versatile. And that's why you see a lot of kids today. Yes, they attend the best of all schools. They're paying millions in school. But in the outside world, they fail to fit in. They do not know what to say at different points in time because everything is being done for them. They can't run errands, simple errands, because they're not used to it. They can't even cross the road. They're always in their cars. So they are not made to experience life. They do not understand the fact that there are certain things. They do not understand anything called, oh, you have to wait before you get it. Oh, this is long term. This is short term. Because everything is given to them on the platter, the way they want it, everything at all times. So is that kind of kid that you want the kid to learn a little of many things? Or you want that kid to learn this just for the purpose of understanding this? Or you want that kid to read a book a month? It may be difficult because you've already given them the leisure to do anything they want at any time they want it. They say, I want to play with my iPad. I don't want to do this. You give them the iPad, oh, anything you want. So a lot of parents also have the saying of, all the sufferness that I suffer, my children must not suffer. It's that suffering that you suffer that made you what you are today. It's made you what you are today. So you have to be open. You need to open your mind. Aside from opening, you need to say no to pampering. It destroys rather than build. And this does not mean you maltreat. No, the opposite of pampering is not maltreating. It doesn't mean you should treat them anyhow. They're children. They need to be cared for. You need to show them love. You need to show. You need to show them love. You need to show them care. You need to treat them well. Yes, those things do not mean that you're pampering them, right? But when they start to dictate as children, that's why you're a parent. Some people say, no, I want to be my kid's best friend. I want them to tell me everything. So no matter what they want, I give them. No, a parent is different. The roles of parents, their roles are different from the roles of friends. Friendship is different from parenting. Friendship is inside parenting, but parenting is not inside friendship. They should not see you as an equal. They should see you as a parent. Please, you need to know this in order to make sure your kids are versatile. Yes. Now, we're coming into the meat of the matter. Are we ready? Are we now ready to learn how to raise kids that are versatile? I want to see the people that are ready in the chat box. Okay, I have chats here already. Yes, yes. Thank you very much for praying for Mr. Kingsley. Thank you. I'm also a man too. I have a baby girl, so I'm here to leave so that I can go. Oh, Mr. Dixon, Amber. Oh, good. You're an exceptional dad. Good to have you here, sir. Anike, Chidima, you ready? You ready? You ready? You. Oh my gosh, I have 29 participants, but these participants are like hundreds. You're really, really active. Good to have you all. Now let's learn. I do not want to take your time. No fluff. Just straight to the point. One of the first things you need to do is to have an all-encompassing curriculum, a curriculum that is teaching leadership, teaching marketing, teaching history. And that does not mean it has to be in a curriculum. People need to write lesson notes. As a parent, just have it in mind that, oh, I want my kids to learn a lot of things and become very, very intentional with those things that you want them to learn. That's creating an all-encompassing, a curriculum that has a lot of many amazing things. And how do you now use the curriculum? You milk every opportunity, including your walls, including what you say, including happenings in your environment. When things happen, use that opportunity to educate them. Talk about wars that were fought during your time. Educate them about a lot of things. Oh, the Igbos, for example, I think I have many Igbos. I have Chidima, I have Ifeoma, I have Madam Faith as well. So you can talk Anurika Azuzu. I don't know if it's an Igbo name. I have Ikechukwu is here as well. You can talk about the Biafran War. Tell them about it. What happened? What should be their reaction? A lot of people, for example, they are reacting based on the things that they heard. I've seen an Igbo. I have a very, very close relationship with Igbos. Business in my actual world, I've collaborated with Madam Nelly Agbogu, Naija Branchik. How many of you know her? I've collaborated with Veronica's daughter. She's from Anambra. I've collaborated with Madam Chioma Ifeanyi Eze of Accounting Hub. Most of you should know them. If you know Madam Veronica, you should know those two as well. So I work well with Igbos. I have teachers, staff members that are Igbo. But I see that whenever I share my ads, because of my dressing as a Muslim, people just go, Igbos. They go to my comment section to say things like, oh, this person is a Muslim, beware. Things that discourage other people from buying from me. And I do not blame them. It's because of the part of history that they listened to. Oh, Biafra, the Hausas, they came to kill Igbos. So all Hausas are bad. Oh, those Muslims, they believe that you need to kill people in order to have 72 virgins. That's the kind of story that, but you are more informed. You are more knowledgeable. You have knowledge. You have insight. Do not just be, oh, no, they should learn it in school. Tell them the story. Tell them individual differences. Tell them the fact that not every Muslim grew up in the north. Tell them the fact that there are a lot of northerners that do not have a kick mentality about how the word should run. So you make every opportunity, including your walls, the walls of your rooms, paste things there that they always want to read and learn from. You're washing plates, your kids ask you questions. And one of the ways with which you know a brilliant kid is a kid that usually asks questions. Ah, Daddy, why did that happen? Daddy, why did you? But what do parents do most of the time? Can you tell me what you people do? I want to, I want to drag all of you. So tell me what you do most of the time when kids start asking numerous questions. Tell me what you do as a friend. Don't lie. I'll know. Chidima, Faith, Ifeoma, Dixon, Kingsley. Tell me what you do most of the time. We shut them out. Thank you for saying the truth. We just want them to go. You, this kid, don't disturb me. Oh, I don't have time for talking today. Oh, I don't have time for what. But that is a great opportunity to teach them. Because if you're not teaching them, they are asking those questions elsewhere. If you're my, let me breathe. Let the boy breathe. They are asking those questions elsewhere. And in today's world, they have information everywhere. Kingsley, good. I answer when need be. There are even questions that we feel, oh, this is a useless question. This does not make sense. Still try to answer. They want to hear from you. So, as a child, we cling to our parents. We want to listen to them. But because at all times they keep shutting us down, later you just see kids who do not want to associate with their parents. They even block their parents on social media platforms because that intimacy, the bondings went there. I answer the ones I can and tell them I'm tired of it. It's something I don't know. Amala. Mary Peace, good, good. I will direct them to their daddy because another person should not kill you, Madam Chidima. I try as much as possible to answer the good intentionality. And when I get tired, I excuse myself. Please try as much as possible to answer those questions. They are listening. And once you tell them, you realize something. They've sieved in the information. Sometimes they're even the one who remind you, oh, mommy, but this was what you said the other day. Please try, Madam Anike, try to stop the habit. Those are golden opportunities that you need to milk in order to make your kids versatile. Keep telling them a lot of. That's why at Flying Colors Online Kiddie School, we have programs where we bond the parents and the kids. We tell the kids to ask them questions that will make them tell them about their lives. The kids have a lot to learn from their parent, but the word is now structured in a way wherein the parents only need to focus on work 5 to 9, 9 to 5. They're home at night, they sleep. So lots of when you tell some parent that their kids did this, oh my gosh, that's not my kid. I swear my kid cannot. Your kid actually did it. You did not give that time to know your kids. And that was why you never knew your kid could do that. So the fact that you gave birth to that kid, does not mean the kid cannot do certain things. You need to note all these things. So milk every opportunity. Ask them to buy things themselves. When they just you gave the child 200, they called it 200, and the child just tell them bargain, make an offer, tell the person you can't pay 200 next time. Let them do the work, correct them, create opportunities for them to also try things themselves. Let them go on errands. The fact that they go on errands, they come back and the errands got fulfilled itself. Yes, you're teaching them something. You're teaching them how to converse. You're teaching them how to speak for themselves. For some parents, when you ask their kid, what is their name? The parents start answering. So what was the parents want to answer? You're not giving, you're training the child as if the child is going to be with you forever. That is not good enough. You need to create opportunities for them, make that opportunity. You can tell them, oh, maybe you're a pastor or you're an imam or you have a gathering where you speak. You can start telling your child, you'll be the one to speak next week, just to challenge them. You speak, daddy, I can no, just do it for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I'll come. That is training. You milk every opportunity to make sure that you're getting them well-rounded. That's how well-rounded kids are being raised, not magic, not prayers. This time you have to work towards it, please. I realized that answering their questions and creating teachable moments help your kids develop better. Good, amazing. Madam Anurika, you're quite right. Ikechuku, welcome to class. So that is it. That is it, exactly. See, another way with which you should build your kids and make them versatile and well-rounded is by creating a regular reading culture, a regular storytelling culture. Remember those days where our aunties, I still remember that Auntie Sade, she would take us all together and start telling us story about our lineage, about animals, about life. Those things really, really help. Regular reading culture. Oh, let them read books. Books open the heart to a lot of things, a lot of possibility. Aside from the fact that it builds their language skills, there are lots of things we know today. It's because we got them in books. So book reading makes the mind travel so fast, so wide. There are a lot of successful people who already documented their success stories in books. So the only thing you need to do is don't take any course. Don't go to any YouTube or go to Google. Just buy that book. They've written books, the top business owners in the world. They've written books on how they did it and how they excelled. Create that reading culture. You want them to excel at business. There are a lot of books concerning business. There are a lot of books concerning farming. There are a lot of books concerning faith. In order to make sure they're well run, let the reading culture be created. Okay? A book a month has a lot of profound effect. It has its own use. A book a week, a book a month, a book in 2 months. Consistency is the answer. Two pages a day is better than one book in one day. So they've saved in the information. They know what it is all about. They're asking questions. Their minds are getting opened to diverse possibilities. So a lot of people will find it so hard to achieve certain things because we feel those things are not even possible. So if you do not believe in 100 million naira a month, you cannot make it as a business. You have to first of all believe before you work towards. It's not pedestrian knowledge. It's not a knowledge you see on the way. It's not a piece of knowledge you find on the way. You have to work towards it. D, experiencing lives from different contexts. Let them not just be Omo get inside, always with you at all times. Omo daddy, father's daughter, daughter's mother, daughter's father's girl, father's fave. No, that's like taking care of them as though they're not going to leave the confines of your home forever. No, and the word does not work that way. Once they're 16, 17, they're already ready for the word. The university is a world on its own. The workplace is a bigger world on its own. The world itself that you're taking them into, that they go into every day, they go to school every day, challenges, bullying, competition, rivalry, all these things should make you feel, oh, my kids need to taste the world from different countries. They should know about the poor people. They should know how the rich think. They should know about charity. They should know about health. They should know about faith. They should know about the things that may happen to them in future. How do they withstand the obstacles? How do they say goodbye to the challenges? You need to make them experience lives from different, not just the confines of your room. A lot of things are happening outside. You can take them on holidays. You can ask them to spend their everything should be secure, not just to drop them there, no security or for dropping them with people that you do not trust. No, I do not advise that. But put in place systems and structure that enable them to taste the world from different perspective. So they know this other world also exists. Yeah. So those are the four key things you need to do in order to have kids that are versatile and well-rounded, and all encompassing curriculum that makes them learn everything, making every opportunity that you have in order to help them learn a lot, including the walls of your room. Have charts, diagrams there. Change them periodically. Do not have one diagram there for 2 days. Sorry, for 2 years, for 3 years. No. Change them periodically, monthly. Tell them about the systems in the body. Tell them how their bodies work. The digestive system, the reproductive system, sex education. Yes, they should not be learning elsewhere. Most people learn with pornography. Most people learn with soft cell magazines. As a parent, you should have the conversation. Some kids just see themselves as adults all of a sudden, menstruating. They do not even understand before they started. All these things should have been discussed long before they happen. A regular reading culture, a storytelling culture, where you're telling them stories, not really the ones that are popular, the ones concerning your lineage, about your father, your mother. Let them know about their grandfathers. Let them know their lineage, how those lineages, how they link. Your own story as a person, how you survived despite all odds. Tell them stories, a lot of stories. People learn, children and adults, they learn with stories more than theories and concepts. They want to hear stories, real life people. Stories usually have characters. They see themselves there. They pity the characters in the story. They celebrate the characters in the story and let them experience lives from different and varied perspectives. Put them in different situations. Push them to do certain things that they did not even prepare for. Put them in leadership position temporarily and see how they do. Train them for different roles and tasks, not just the firstborn. Get all the kids along. So now, before we go to the great item 7, let me ask you the question. Have I fulfilled my promises? Have you learned why your child should be versatile? Have I taught you what parents need to have in order to give their kid versatility? Have you learned the practical steps to enable your kids to possess that versatility? Did you find this useful or it's just a waste of time? Let me know before I give you the great item 7. I answer them, but I ask too much question, which is sharing our time. Okay, Mrs. Ali, welcome. Tales by Moonlight those days. Yes, Madam Kafila. Mrs. Ali, well done. Oh, good. Madam Anike, welcome to class. Very useful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, since you've given me the permission and all you've all confirmed that you found it useful, let me now ask you questions. Are you interested in an online training school that helps your children become versatile and well rounded? That is all these things we've discussed. If you find a school, an online training school, you can join from anywhere. We have kids from about 20 countries now. No bother, nothing. Just the device joining us and enjoying. Are you interested in such a school? Do you want an expert that helps you simplify everything discussed tonight for your children and also monitor their growth? Do you need your kids to engage in fun but educative activities? Yes, they're playing, but they're still learning that not only boost them academically, but also make them globally aware. So, in summary, this is Yuta Abdul Baki. Do you want Yuta Abdul Baki to work with your kids? Let me know before I start my great item 7. Let me know. Yes, Madam Faith, you called me earlier. I was preparing for the class. I was getting some of my pictures for the class ready. I'll call you back, no worry. You're very interested. Oh, good. Great. So let me tell you about my school, my online kiddie school. We have a lot of kids. They make videos, they do audio recordings, they do writing, handwritten exercises, and you can join us from any part of the world because it's online and the schedule is quite flexible. We teach them effective communication skills, presentation mastery, confidence building, creative writing, clear diction, vocabulary building, and we help them experience the world in different ways. How do we achieve this? We give them different themes per month. In January 2025, for example, we taught them how to start things the right way. How do you start the right way? In February, it was about culture, about the roots, African roots. They read books that showcase the importance of the mother tongue. For some people, they feel, oh, I want my kids to speak good English. So what we do is in this house, they must only speak English to them. No, as a child, the child's mental capability gives way for them to learn even 5 to 10 languages. If you speak 10 languages around them, the kids are going to pick everything. So speak your mother tongue at home. Let the kids speak English in school. If they have an auntie who speaks French, they pick it up. If they go to madrasa and they speak Arabia, that they pick like 4 languages at once. So that was what February was all about. We're educating. And the funniest thing is the parents are even learning alongside. When they get the books that we read, the parents are also following with the kids. So they say, Sister Abdubaki, when is our storybook going to come out for this month? I'll tell them, your storybook or the kids' storybook. Sister Abdubaki, we're all studying all together. So that's the beauty of Flying Colors. The parents are also learning a lot with us. So it's just like pay for one, get two free. March, we talked about food consumption, how to check expiry product, the meaning of certain ingredients that we use, the ingredient that when they see they should not buy, expiry product. We talk about MFD, manufacture date. We talk about consumer education. A lot of things concerning food was what we did in March. In April, we taught them marketing. That was when we worked with Madam Chioma Ifeanyi Eze, who attended that class that I had with Madam Chioma Ifeanyi Eze in, was it, we had the class on March 22, but the class was in April. We taught how to make your kids excellent marketers and successful business owners. The video is still on our YouTube. You can search Flying Colors Tutor on YouTube. You find the record in there. So we taught together, and she told the people in our community to join us. We taught them marketing, advert writing, elevator pitching, organizing your team. We taught them product development, brand storytelling, personal branding. We taught them all those things, and it was so amazing. May animal studies. They learned about animals, about the features of certain amazing animals. They acted as though they were the voiceovers for. They're doing voiceovers for documentaries. It's just so amazing. So they're learning a lot of things while still improving their communication skills and increasing the language proficiency level. In June, it was about criminology. How do we prevent crimes? How do we ensure that we're not victims of crimes? Those are the primary themes that we addressed in June. How to say goodbye to bullying, how not to be the bully, how not to allow being bullied. Amazing themes. July, last month, health education, first aid, where there is no doctor. What should kids learn about their health, about their bodies? What are doctors called? How do we identify each doctor? And why are they called those names? We learned all these things in July. And this August, it's this summer, August, it's about leadership. We are teaching them about leadership. So it is an amazing school. You should not miss for your kids. So we have two packages. We have the full year, and for a whole year, you're paying 150,000 naira. I mean, for 12 months, that's less than 15,000 naira per month. So we have the full year program, and these are the things they're going to be learning: vocabulary development, personal development, global curriculum, active listening, public speaking, language claims, diction, elocution, articulation, literacy upgrade, and lots more. And we have the holiday only. You want maybe your kids are in the boarding house, or you want to see, oh, I hope this is not just another online class that is just about bragging and I do not get value. You can start with the holiday version. The holiday only version is just 30,000 naira for 30 days. And the final cohort is for August 8th. So the school is for children between 4 and 17 years old. We have different classes across ages. So that means all the kids are not going to be in the same class. So for this August, it's about leadership skills. How do they become good leaders? You should not wait till they grow leaders of tomorrow. No, it starts from what they're doing today. Emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, we're going to be teaching them purposeful acting and drama. They're not just acting, not you act as Baba, you act as Mama. No, not just use at the end of the day, you're asking yourself, why are kids acting all these things? No, this time they're acting the things that they themselves would want to think critically about their lives and how to become better. Fluent reading. Yes, we have a reading club inside the school where they read at least one book per month. For kids in our younger class, like kids that are 4 and 5 years old, they do poems, so literary pieces inside their classes. For those that are six upwards, they read. They read books, a book per month, different books depending on their levels, ages. So they're suitable for what they are currently trying to achieve. Outdoor interview, we're going to be doing that. They go outside to ask people questions with teamwork, fun tasks that they're also things that they've not done before. We're challenging them to do those things in order to improve themselves, literacy upgrade, confidence mastery, language games, and lots more. So the school is fully online fully, everything online. You do not need to know where I am or come to Lagos. No, everything is online. So you sitting down with them, you're learning with them as well. You're seeing everything that is happening. Flexible schedule. On Saturdays and Sundays, we have our Zoom sessions, 5 to 6 p.m. That's the live session. Then from Mondays to Fridays, they perform activities that they submit. And for each task, they have up to 30 hours before they submit. So they have enough time to do the task to submit. And one of the beauty of Flying Colors is we do not just ask them to do all these things. We also give them positive feedback, how to improve, what to do better next time. So it is unlike any other school. We're not just doing correct, excellent, 2/2. No, we're more about how does the kid improve. So for the August 2025 summer holiday, you want to pay for this August only, just 30,000 naira for one child, 30 days. But if you want the annual access, you want a whole year from August 2025 to August 2026, you pay 150,000 naira per kid. And one of the most interesting things about Flying Colors is the more your kids, the less you pay. So if you want the 12 month, for example, if you pay 150K for one child, you're not paying 300 for two kids. You pay 294. You're not paying 450 for three kids. You pay 422, and it gets lesser. The more the kids, the less you pay. The same thing for the holiday. One kid, 30,000 naira, right? But for two kids, you're paying 58. For three kids, you're paying 84. So the more the kids you wish to enroll, the less you pay. So the entrance date for this cohort is August 8th. August 8th, this Friday, yes. So if you would like your kids to join us, please do that immediately. Let them join us. I'll also send all these details to the Telegram channel and also send you emails for those who would like to get it. For those who would still love to get more information, I do not want to take your time. Please go to oks.ng to ask and do let us know. So these are videos of our kids. We have a lot of kids who are really, really doing well. This is Hassan, for example. He already spent about 3 years in our school. They only joined us for the holiday, and the parents feel, oh my gosh, my kid must not stop here. He's a twin. Hassan and Hussein, the twin isn't here in the video. The child line was just enrolled. It's the same family. They felt, oh, my other child should not miss from this, and they were enrolled. So this is a practical analysis of a CPR. We taught them how to do CPR, and this is what they're doing. And our school is open to all religions. You're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're other religions. So far, your kid is between 4 and 17 years old. Please bring them. So this is the kid teaching us how to wash our hands, how to become very, very healthy. This is the kid doing marketing. So it is a lot. It is a lot. They do arts and crafts as well. They do design. So you can ask your questions. It's cool that you enroll your kids and you're never going to regret. So on Instagram, you can still follow me or send your questions there. Our WhatsApp contact, our Facebook link as well. So please go ahead and ask your questions, and I say goodbye afterwards. Thank you very much for joining our session. Success at your fingertips, like you always say. Yes, a resounding yes to having you work with my kids. Right, Madam Faith, let's get it started. What I would like to ask is what age range can enroll? 4 to 17 years old. 4 to 17 years old. Amala Mary Peace. My children are 7 and 4. Yes, they're qualified to join us, please. Let them join us right away. So you can contact me on WhatsApp to get them started. That's our WhatsApp contact on the screen. Send your questions if you want to gain clarity. We do not do, oh, pay right away. Why are you asking? No. Ask your questions. Ask for clarity. You can even ask for a replay of our session to see what's happening. You can ask questions here. It's not fraud. So it's not, you need to pay, no trying to exaggerate anything. No, we want you to gain clarity, know what you're getting into, ask questions, then enroll your kids if you feel, oh, yes, this is what I want them to do. So do you have any other question for me? When is the 1 year program starting for the next school? It's still August 8th. So if you pay 30,000 naira for before August 8th or on August 8th, for example, your kid is going to be removed on September 8th. If you're not renewing your subscription, maybe they're in the boarding house for those parents whose kids are in boarding houses. But if you pay 150,000 naira on or before August 8th, your subscription ends next year, August 2026. So that's the answer, Madam Mercy. So we usually have cohorts every Friday, new cohorts to join us every Friday. Please, how many days a week do the classes hold? I think I have the timetable here. We have live sessions on Saturdays and Sundays. And you cannot hear. We have live sessions on Saturdays and Sundays, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Let me see the other slides that I used with Madam Chioma. Okay. Okay, these are our reviews from parents, a lot of reviews. You can also check our website. Okay, yeah. So we have a 2-day live session every week. This is my screen. A 2-day live session every week on Saturdays and Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Zoom. Saturdays and Sundays. But from Mondays to Fridays, they submit tasks to the WhatsApp group. So when they submit, we give them feedback on how they can do better subsequently. So they submit videos, not just handwritten assignment. They submit videos, they do audio recordings, they do puzzles, and they also do handwritten exercises. So varied assignment, and we give them feedback on how they can do better. So we give them body language, this is why you need to do your hand, this, and then every single month, the only thing they need is the device and the writing materials. Every month, the books that they need, the template, the the book they need, the class notes, we provided everything. So they do not need to go to class and write notes. No, we provide all the notes after the class, A to Z. So that's the answer, Madam Amina. We can't wait to have your kids as well in class. Who else has a question? Okay, we do not have any other question. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to start doing this every week, like every Sunday, 8:30 p.m. What do you all think about it? Like different topics on how parents can improve, different topics on how parents can improve. Because this is not just about pitching the Flying Colors Online Kiddie School. I just have that urge. Very good idea. Okay, Mrs. Aliu. It's a nice idea. Yeah. So we're going to plan and yeah, make it something like every like a Sunday class thing, 8:30 p.m. And we come, I can teach you how to make your kids read in less than 2 months, 3 months. They start reading so well, even if they have foundational issues with phonics. I know how to you can use the things you can do in order to help them, how to make them interested in reading, how to make them excellent at marketing, how to make them very, very good at communicating well. I can teach them all you in 1 hour every Sunday. So I'm going to plan with my team and we get back. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I deeply, deeply appreciate your presence. Please do not forget. And there's some parents who they like to sponsor other kids. They just feel, oh, I have enough. After enrolling their kids, they also want to sponsor. The opportunity is also available because we have a lot of parents who want to have access to this. But hey, my money is not complete. Oh, I do not have enough. So you can reach out to sponsor a number of kids as well. So thank you very much for joining us. I deeply, deeply appreciate your presence. If you like the class, please you can talk about it. These are my handles and tag me. You can tag me on Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere you write about them. And you can also share the link to our Telegram channel with other parents who may be interested in our classes or sessions. You can also talk about Flying Colors Online Kiddie School as well. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would actually teach them everything listed out, I'm interested. Yes, I don't know if we have parents here who joined us at Flying Colors Online Kiddie School. They all can testify that those are the things we do. There is nothing to lie about. So we've been doing this since 2022, yeah, 2023, 2024, 2025. And yes, there's some parents who joined us in 2022 and 2021, yeah, September. Until date, they're still with us. So yeah, no lies. Everything is plain. Thank you so much. This is really educative. God bless you. And you too. Thank you, Madam Anik. I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thanks for today. No, yes, Faith. Faith is typing no lies. Faith has been following us since 2019 or 2020, since COVID. Faith has been following me back to back. She's taken a couple of our courses, and yes, she knows that when we say A, yes, we're doing A, and that's why we're still here till date, Madam Amina. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. You can contact me. Please take the screenshot of what you're seeing here in case you would like to contact me later on WhatsApp or anywhere, but WhatsApp most preferably, so I can send you all the pictures or give you more clarity on the questions you have regarding our school. Have a fantastic, nice night's rest. Success at your fingertips. Bye, bye, bye. Thank you. Thanks for joining. You learned a lot. I'm happy. Thank you for joining me.